a Trove box opening and giveaway. Let's get into it. All right, another opening day. I love opening days on the channel. I just love opening days in general. I don't think we've ever opened an Inklands Trove on the channel before, so this is going to be a first, so I'm super excited for today. But before we get into that, as promised, let's quickly talk about the giveaway, and then we'll get into the opening. So thank you so much for everybody who's been subscribed to the channel so far. For the giveaway today, we figured it was suiting. When we talked about giving away an Inklands Trove, we figured we'd do an Inklands opening. So that's what we're going to do today. So just for today's video, just be liked, commented, and subscribed on today's video. I'm going to throw out a few questions during today's video to everybody who's tuning in to the opening. Just comment down below something like a response of what'd you think about this, what did you think about that. I've got a few ideas in mind, a couple of things I want to talk about with y'all for today's opening, and with that, let's get into it. All right, so here we go. We're gonna open up not one but two of these Troves today. I'm gonna have it up here because, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm gonna have it up here because it's so unbelievably difficult. Here, I'll switch it to this cam, you know, to the opening cam right here. These boxes are so massive. It's so difficult to like actually get them in screen, you know? So we'll show them for y'all right there. So we're gonna open not one, but we're gonna open two today. So we got 16 packs that will open up. I think for the first box, what we'll do is as we open, we'll talk a little bit about just like what's in them, stuff like that. Because the first thing I want to talk about as we open this up, and the first thing that I'm curious about your thoughts on in the comment section. Here, let's see here. What do you think about the accessories in the box? So here, we'll open this first one up together here, and we'll just see what's inside here. Drop that. And let's just see what's going on in here. So obviously we have our 8 packs, and we'll get to those momentarily, but then also we have some other stuff in here. Like we have the lore counter, which I actually think is pretty cool. Obviously, as I've said before on the channel, I don't play too much, but the lore counter and the dice I actually think is really cool. And then the divider cards, I think that's actually a pretty cool little addition to this Trove box. What else would you rather see in the Trove box, or what else would you like to see included? I'll be honest, I think the best addition to this edition of the Trove box has been the dice. I think the dice are really cool. I remember, I'm gonna say that I've played a total, and I'm just throwing a dart here, but I'll say I've played a total of like 25 games of live Lorcana. But I remember going to my LGS and actually buying like actual dice, which is cool. I mean, I got to choose my color and everything like that, which I thought was fun. We'll get these over here. But at the same time, I also, it's also like, it'd be cool to have like actual cards or actual dice that kind of go with the game, right? Like, so I actually think it's really cool that they added those in. But yeah, let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see. Because I'm racking my brain on like what would be cool to see with the, like along with the dice, with the lore counter. Yeah, and the card dividers are cool as well, but I'm looking for ideas on that. So somebody let me know that. I'm looking for a good idea on that. Ooh, into our first super rare, we have Helga, and that leads me to another question. That this one I'm curious to see if you all have had the same experience with Trove boxes. I'm gonna say that I've probably opened, I don't know, I'm gonna say something along the lines of, ooh, this pack's difficult. I'm gonna say I've opened along the lines of like a dozen Troves, and I'm gonna say almost every single time I get like one legendary, which is cool. I mean, I'm super excited about that, but at the same time, like it's like exactly one legendary every single time. So I'm curious to know, like, do you believe that they have like ratios with the Trove boxes? Like, because I'm starting to feel that way. Okay, into our first rare, Bell's House. Into our first legendary. So we're gonna start tracking it right now. We're gonna put a tracker down below, and we're just gonna see, like, okay, so we have our first legendary. This is awesome. We love this. But now let's see. We have 6 packs to get another one. But in my experience, I feel like it never happens. I feel like it's always one legendary. I'm always super excited to get one legendary. It's obviously like I'd take that over none, right? So like if someone said you can either have one or you can take your chances, I'd probably take one. So I'm super excited about that, but let's just see. Let's see what these 2 Trove boxes. But first, let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, that is an awesome start with Jafar. Wow. I mean, I think still the #1 legendary. Maybe Ursula's up there, but let's see what we've got for... Oh, and a common magic carpet. I mean, awesome symmetry there. Very cool. I mean, I know that it's not actually, like, I know Jafar and the carpet never really, like, teamed up in Aladdin, or at least in the first Aladdin, but good Aladdin symmetry there. Very cool. Well, that's off to a hot start. Wow. Good box. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we can find. But yeah, so playmat artwork. Love that. But yeah, I feel like it's been like the last 5 Troves, something like that I've opened. It's the Queen. It's been very consistent, and I've just started noticing it with the Troves, and I actually think it's a great idea. Like, if that's actually what they're doing, I think it's a good idea. Because it gives everybody the excitement and the thrill of getting one, you know? I mean, I think that's a good idea. Art kit. Very cool. Ooh, into a first rare. Very, very nice. Also, another question I have for everybody is, I just want like a hand raise. Has anybody pulled an Enchanted in a Trove? I know I've seen it in the first chapter, and like I'm talking like I've seen it on like other openings on YouTube and stuff like that. I've never done it. Oh, well, okay. There goes my theory on that, on the double legendary. That's awesome. Into Lithos. Very cool. Okay, scratch that theory. Who brought that theory up about the 2 legendaries in one Trove? Oh, whoever brought that up, I don't know. I disagree with that logic. I don't know. Well, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that breaks a trend that has been going... I'm not going to lie to y'all. That breaks a trend that's been going on for quite a few Troves for myself right now. Awesome. Captain Amelia. But I'm happy we could break that on the channel. Very cool. What does that mean that the next Trove has in store? Actually, that makes me super excited for the next Trove, because I'm trying to think. I bought a couple cases, I think, of the Troves, but I typically, when I buy the cases, I don't open them. It's typically like I'll buy cases that I'll keep sealed. Ooh, there's Morph. Love Morph. And so as I said to everybody, you usually pull a lot of legendaries in these Troves. Lots of legendaries, like constant legendaries, typically like 3 out of 8. That's typically what happens here. Well, this is great. I'm glad that this happened on the channel. I'm happy this is happening with all of you. Let's see what we have here. Lucky Dime. Who does not like that card right now? That card is absolutely killing it in the meta right now. I think still the meta shifts so much nowadays that, like, a couple weeks ago it's killing it. Who knows what it's doing right now? A couple weeks ago it's $15. Now it's 10. Who knows? Maybe less. But we're super excited about Lucky Dime. And maybe that'll bring us some luck with the rest of this opening. Great Trove. Super excited we could do this together. Super excited we're opening up this Trove together. But anyway, I was going to say, I typically don't open the sealed cases. I typically like to keep those sealed. Into Trigger. Awesome Trove there. But what I will do is I'll buy a bunch of single, like a bunch of single Troves, so that I can open and have fun and stuff like that. But So yeah, these are all single troves, but I'm pretty sure I got all of these in the same place. I think. I think. So we'll skip and go. Ooh. I got these a little mixed up. But that's okay. But yeah, I'm hoping that we're running into the hot part of the troves. Like I said, I think all the other ones that I've opened, literally, they've all have one legendary in them. Clearly, that's just becoming a coincidence, which is cool. Peter Pan, Bestow Gift, Boss's Orders, Maui, Dewey, Simba, Maui's Fishhook, Robin Hood. Ooh, into our first super. Very cool. Oh, Wendy Darling. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, that will definitely curious to hear if you've all pulled an Enchanted out of a Trove box. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. I'm more so just looking for like this is what's like one of the coolest things about getting to do this with y'all is we can take I can take like a pulse check with you all. Like I can be like, how many of you have done this? Let me know in the comments if you've done that. It's just very cool to be able to have such a like a large community of people who can be like, yeah, I've done that. This has been my experience like that. I just think I love that stuff, right? I mean, it's truly one of the blessing, like one of the many blessings of getting to do a channel like this and have a community with you all is that we get to talk about this stuff. So that's very cool. Playmat art, Milo Thatch, and Patch, Genie, Masa, ooh, Piglet, into Baboom. All right. But yeah, and I've also been talking with quite a few of you. It sounds like there's a lot of really good there's been a lot of good Floodborne good fortune in the channel. Pretty good Inkland fortune. I know for us, we've had good fortune on the channel together. Family and I have had, good fortune off the channel, which has been fun. Nottingham. Very cool. But yeah, no, overall Inkland's big success. I'll be excited to see Ursula's return, what they have. I'll also be excited to see how many Enchanteds are in Ursula's return. I would assume that they will keep the location Enchanted theme going. I don't think that and this is not to say that it wasn't a success. I love the location Enchanteds. I think that they will not bail on the location Enchanteds in one set. Again, it's not to say it's not a success, but I do feel like they're going to keep those going. However you want to justify that, like maybe they already knew, how they were going to do the print run, which copies they were going to make Enchanteds, things like that. But I would imagine we're going to see probably 18 Enchanteds again. But at some point, it's kind of like the question needs to be asked, like items and things like that. Like at what point are we going to whoa. So a few things have happened on this channel, especially today. We have now, in the course of this is probably going to be like a 12-minute video. In the course of a 12-minute video, we have disproven two theories of mine, at least with my opening experience. The legendaries, more than one, and also pulling an Enchanted in a Trove box. Eternally grateful for you all. Thank you all for being a part of this. Let's do this together on 3. 1, 2, 3. That is so cool. Wow. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Focus. Sleeve. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Okay. So this has been a great opening. All right. So let's keep rolling. It's my first location Enchanted pull. The Pride lands that we gave away, I did that with a deal with one of my friends. So I have yet to pull an Enchanted location card. You know what's so funny about the location Enchanteds is, or the location cards in general, when they're in hollow, like right here, so like, you know, rare, super rare Simba, very cool. So like right here, it would be the hollow Enchanted, or the hollow Enchanted, hollow, you know, hollow foil, whatever. Like when you see, so this is a perfect example right here. So like, man, that's set up perfectly. So right here, like just for a split second, like it just looks weird, right? I'm still getting used to seeing like, why is this sideways? And for a split second, you think to yourself like, it's an Enchanted. We did it. And but then you kind of look like right here, you know, and you're kind of like, yeah, but I just don't think it is. Like, I just don't think it, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel right. So, but it makes your heart like jump a beat real quick, you know, and then you're kind of like, okay, it's not. And this is really cool, by the way, Jolly Roger. That's so awesome. But, tell you what, there's no mistaking it on that one. So I was wondering to myself, like, what will that look like? What will that feel like if and when it does happen? And we found out, and I'll tell you what, it was every bit as heart-stopping as I thought it would be. Oh, that is so awesome. Now let's reset here. Realistic expectations. Let's see if we can find. I'm trying to think. You know, there was one hollow. Oh, I love this stitch. There was one hollow that we were trying to chase. Captain Hook, very cool. There was one hollow that we were trying to chase for the longest time, and it's not even that rare. It's just, I think it's just an uncommon. We were looking for 99 puppies, and we couldn't find it for the longest time. And we finally pulled it the other day. I'm trying to think of like what are some. Because like, look, I don't want to say like, hey, let's go get a legendary hollow now, because that's not realistic. Like, we're already super happy. Like, this has already been a huge success. Today has been a wonderful day. I'm not gonna lie to you all. We're recording like early in the morning right now. So like, no matter what happens for the rest of the day, this has already been a phenomenal day. Like, the day hasn't even started really, and this is already just an amazing day. But I'm trying to think like, what's realistic that we can do in these last two packs? Like, could we do? I'm trying to think of a hollow that we don't have. I gotta check my collector app to see what I'm missing. Sorcerer's Hat. Ooh, there we go. Hollow Jafar. I will say I love the hollows in this box. Some great villain hollows. Jafar, Captain Hook. All right, last pack. Magic. Let's do this. Let's see, we've got our boy Pua, Vault Door, Helga, Nutsi, Airfoil, Patch, Queen of Hearts, Wildcat, It Calls Me, Mama Odie, The Lamp, and our final card of the opening. Oof, very cool. The Sorcerer's Tower, ending on a location Enchanted. Very fitting considering the opening of this box. That was an absolutely awesome opening. I'm glad we got to do that together. All right, y'all, so that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to get in that giveaway by commenting down below something that we talked about today, answer to one of the questions that we talked about, really just anything else. We just love interacting with you all in the comment section. We're eternally grateful for all of you, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace out.